Friends, family, subscribers to the YouTube channel, Adventuring with the S.G.O.C.C. So today's In the Bunker with Geoff. We are showing another of our DPMS AR-15s. This one I like. Has a folding stock. Not folding, it has a collapsible stock. But I like this one for a couple of reasons. One is has the old style M16 foresight. It's still a great operating AR-15. I have probably 20 mags. I just grabbed them real quick to fill the space. Nothing in it. You can see it's all set. There's nothing there to load. We don't store any of our guns with ammunition in them. We have been getting a lot of comments about trigger discipline. Understand this, please, please, I beg of you. My brother Tim and I have been around firearms in our family literally since we were children. I mean, single digit ages, okay? We know when something's loaded or unloaded. You can tell by the weight. If you're absolutely, positively unsure on whether or not a gun gets handed to you that is loaded or unloaded, treat it like it's loaded, okay? If you're the only one handling a gun, like this one, okay? I just pulled it out of one of the gun safes. I know for an absolute fact it is unloaded. There's no bullets anywhere around. I don't keep my magazines in the safe loaded. I don't keep rounds in any of my firearms except my carry weapon and the 38 that sits on my headboard on my bed. But we don't talk about that. Anyways, nobody has access to these guns. Nobody's going to load a magazine without my knowledge. Nobody's going to load a firearm without my knowledge, especially one that's sitting in my safe. It's not going to happen, okay? We try to use trigger discipline as often as possible, okay? That's how you should hold a gun, always, okay? In the case of the revolver we did, Tim's new revolver, okay, it's a single action revolver. If there's nothing in it and the hammer is not pulled back, you can pull on the trigger all day long. You can tie a string to it and drive a car the other way. It can't fire, not won't fire, can't fire. The only way a single action revolver becomes operable and the chance at firing is if you pull the hammer back. So please keep your comments, you know, really. I mean, how to say you don't know about firearms without saying you don't know about firearms and ballistics, okay? It's just like putting a Glock magazine in this AR-15. It's not going to work. Simple physics, geometry, ballistics can't work, okay? It's like putting a 20 millimeter shell in this. First of all, you can't. All right? So, what I like about this gun, it's lightweight. It's got a nice, cool foregrip. Now, I've burned through a full magazine pretty quickly, and this stays cool. That's what it's designed to do. It doesn't pick up and transfer the heat from the barrel. It's got a nice rear stock that collapses. It's got nice heavy-duty rings for putting a strap on it or sling. I prefer on all my AR style firearms to use a single point sling. This one has the attachment for it right here so that when you have a single point sling on it, it sits like this. It's easy access if you're hiking through the bush. if you're doing lots of things, a single point sling is the way to go. I think I have half a dozen of them, maybe, something like that. Anyways, really nice gun, solid gun. I know a lot of people talk a lot of smack about DPMS. You know, all it is an off-brand of Palmetto State Armory. That's it. It's a great gun, well engineered, well designed. This one has a rail only here in the back. Because of this forestock, you're not going to put batteries, flag eruptors, and all this other nonsense bullshit for furniture on your gun. There's a lot of stuff that people put on their AR style platform guns that is absolutely nonsensical. Okay? If you're in a special ops unit and you're going out on night raids with a bunch of other spec ops guys, then you might need some of that. Okay? What you need here as a sporting rifle is a red dot or a green dot. You already have the foresight. They can be adjusted to accommodate each other. Okay? That's about it. It's already got a collapsible stock. You might want to upgrade the trigger, upgrade the charging handle. Might want to upgrade the barrel to stainless, which is going to make the firearm heavier. There's some things you can do to an AR platform gun to make it better than the way it comes from the factory, but this is a very capable sporting rifle right from the factory. It's going to do what you want it to do. It's going to be there. It's going to be reliable. You keep it clean, keep it oiled, and take care of it. Don't throw it in a mud pit in the backyard for the pigs to play with and turn it into a rust stick, and you'll be fine. It's a good investment. You can still pick up a DPMS AR-15 platform gun with different furniture, different configurations. There's lots and lots of ways to customize these, including Cerakote finishes to make it look the way you want. You can pick one of these up for probably 5 bennies comfortably. The used market out there is pretty big. You can pick it up brand new, I think, from PSA for $650, $700. Pawn shops all over Arizona sell these. Private collections, there's a lot of them out there. Okay, they can be had for a reasonable price. If you want to upgrade the charging handle, that could be, $40 to $150. If you want to upgrade the trigger, again, $40 to $150. You need to know what you like, though, so start with a good AR platform and work up from there. Maybe you like the trigger as it comes from the factory. Try out a friend's gun or borrow somebody's gun or book a shoot with us here at the Shooting Gallery of Cochise County. And you can see what an aftermarket charging handle works like. You can find out what an aftermarket trigger looks like. Not all guns have to stay factory, but some should. If I'm going to put an AR-15 into a first-time shooter's hand, it's probably the one I put. I'm not going to use any of our other ones. We've got some pretty expensive AR platform guns. A first-time shooter doesn't need to start on the 40-meter high dive. You start them out on a springboard at 5 feet. See how they like it. Depending on the ammunition, these are all of our AR-15s, and I insist on it, are what we call non-binary. They shoot 5.56 or 2.23. There's a different kick for each round. Just for kicks once, I loaded a magazine with alternating 5.56, 2.23, 5.56, 2.23. We measured temperature of the barrel under normal circumstances, shooting a whole magazine of 5.56 versus 2.23. The mixed magazine shot hotter. So there may be something to the ballistics. There's a certain amount of rounds you can push through an AR, and then you have to start replacing stuff. The gas tube, the barrel. There's maintenance and upkeep that's required. It's the Volkswagen of the firearm community. It'll do a lot for a little, and it's always there. Thank you for watching. This has been another In the Bunker with Geoff. Remember, This has been a Farm Brothers production.